All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be going over my current favorite build in the game. Now, I have showcased this build in a couple videos, but I haven't really gone over the build in depth. And some people in the comments, they want to know what I'm running. So that's what I'm going over today. This is, of course, a Karakuri staff build, but Karakuri, I said that word weird. This is the Karakuri staff build, but we're not using the celestial anchor, although I do have it here for demonstration purposes. We're not really using it in the build, but there is a use for it, and I will also go over that a little bit later. Now, what we're using here, if you saw my my last build video where I guess it wasn't a build video per se, but just going over like how human path builds are kind of changing. This is probably going to be my loadout for most of my human class builds that use slash weapons. So we got the Grimstalker helmet, the Grimstalker chest piece, the Fumiclan gauntlets, the Grimstalker boots, the Grimstalker pants, and then the White Fang boots. So this is my my current setup for most of my builds. And on the helmet, we got the slash bolster, the one scroll critical, the chest piece, we got the destruction art, and the Hunter's Hunger. For the gloves, we got the core boost and the Hunter's Hunger. Those are the two most important ones there. And then for the pants, now the pants, I've got one scroll critical on these, but if you have better talismans than I do, you actually can just use the Moonshadow waist guards. This is still pretty good, and I usually just go in between the two. Now, of course, for the boots, the Savage and then the Verve +3, you can't really go wrong with these boots. Pretty much the only ones you can use on human path, I always say it. Now the talismans. Now these to get these talismans, I pretty much just farmed out the Soulstalker for every single one of these talismans right here that I have. So if you actually want to make a similar build, you're gonna have to farm the Soulstalker. Now I don't know if time changer drops from any other deep volatile, but every single one of these talismans right here came from the Soulstalker. So what we got here, we got the one scroll critical at 20%, time changer at 10%. That's pretty much a god roll. Then we've got this one with Eagle Eye at 4%, time changer 10%, another pretty much god roll there. Eagle Eye is a slept on skill. It is a it's pretty weird to actually activate, but it is really good. And if you don't know what it actually does, it gives attack and defense whenever you actually deflect the Kemono with the fusion Karakuri. Now, deflecting is different for every single Kemono. Some Kemonos, like the King Tusk, if you make them hit the wall and make them bounce back, that counts as a deflect. But every Kemono has a you pretty much just have to use the specific counter fusion Karakuri combination to counter whatever Kemono. So it'll be different for every single fight, but it does come in handy. Then we have one with slash bolster at 1%, one scroll critical at 15%, another one at slash bolster 1%, one scroll critical at 18%. Then we have a 1% slash bolster and a 8% time changer. So like I said, these are really good talismans, and if you want them, you gotta farm the Soulstalker. Now moving on to the weapon. Now I will say, before we get into the weapon, I would not advise building the weapon the way I have it right here unless you have a similar build and similar access to the talismans that I have, because this is a pretty expensive weapon right here. But I will show you guys an alternative path to where you can take it if you don't want to build it the way I got it here. So now what we actually have on the weapon, we have Mountain Felon Giant Blade, we got that twice, we have Verve, and then we have Crit Boost Fury. Now like I said, I would not build it this way if I was unless you had the same exact setup I have. So the alternative route, I would still come here, I would go on the right side, come to here, swoop around, grab the Mountain Blade from here, grab the Verve, grab the Mountain Blade from here. But instead of coming up this way and looping around, I would just come up here to the right, swoop down, grab destruction art, because this is what I was using before. Now this is what I was using before, so I do know that this does work as well. And then grab destruction art, and then you just come down and you would have two mountain blades, one Verve, one destruction art. That is the path of my old weapon. But me being an absolute madman, I came down here for the critical boost fury, because whenever I unleash my mountain blade, it is going to be a 100% crit chance 9 times out of 10. So again, the final product, we got Mountain Felon Blade ×2, Verve, and critical boost fury. Now taking a look at our stats, we have 1004 raw attack damage on the Karakuri staff. That is that's pretty insane. That's pretty good. And then we have 70% of Mountain Felon Giant Blade, 8% critical boost fury, 6% slash bolster, and then on the next page, 10% sleight of hand, 30% of Hunter's Hunger, and 100% of one scroll critical. Now I know a lot of people don't like one stroke critical because it doesn't last long enough, but for me, I've come to find that it doesn't really matter so much, especially with a build like this, that you don't really need to have that up all the time. You only really want that up when you are setting up for your, like your big burst damage window. So even though it only lasts for 10 seconds at base, that is more than enough time. But to actually help us out, we do have that 20% of time changer, and that is going to give us an extra around 2 seconds worth of one stroke critical. So like I said, more than enough time to get that to unleash the full combo. Now, if you're playing Karakuri staff in the more of a traditional way, you're going to have to implement summoning Karakuris into your actual playstyle, because the box is really good for stunning Kemono. The spring is really good for closing the distance and getting out of danger, and overall just canceling out some of your long animations. And then the torch is just good for damage and getting part breaks. And then of course the stake. The stake is I've started to have a good relationship with the stake, because especially on some Kemono, when you need to close the distance really quickly, you attach the stake. Well, maybe not on the bear. Come here, bear. You attach the stake and you come down with this attack right here, right into your spin. So it actually comes in handy more times than I would like to admit, but I usually don't use it for anything other than the trap. So yeah, again, the way you want to use this, you want to build up your meter. You want to get nice and set up for the actual DPS window, because I like this setup because it makes you play more deliberate, and it also makes you it's like you're setting up an actual ambush slash trap for the Kemono. So we get our blades in, we jump on a Kemono, bam, we rip the threads out, we jump down really quickly, we put a trap down, and hopefully they step right into the trap. Usually they're stunned long enough to just to get your trap down before they can actually move. You step to the trap, you're going to have your Hunter's Hunger and your one stroke critical activated, and just like that, every single one of those hits is going to be a crit. So as far as the food goes, now I won't lie, I don't really mess with the food system that much. Most of my hunts, I don't even eat food, so I'm definitely missing out on faster clear times, but I usually just dry some sliced meat. I actually got to go to the beach, because I won't lie, I don't know how much the the dried sesame seed actually gives you, because I actually never dry it. So you guys are actually going to learn this along with me, because I don't know off the top of my head. So let's check this out, because I do have some drying on the beach. Now, looking at the dried sesame seeds, these are going to give us a critical boost fury of 2%, but it costs 15 food satiation. So you could probably eat like 5 or 6 of those maybe. Then you can't eat the sliced meat. So I just kind of eat the raw sesame seeds and go about my day. Now, if you actually dry them, you can get the 3% critical boost fury. This looks pretty good right here. If you can have a whole stack of these, I would go with these. The 2% not so much, the 3% for sure. So that's the build in a nutshell. Now the build does take a little bit of nuance to play, so we're going to jump to hunt. We're going to fight the Soulstalker, because he is who I go to test out a lot of my builds, and if I'm being honest, he's probably the best fight in the game. So let's eat our sliced meat right here, and then we'll eat a whole bunch of sesame seeds. And then let's jump into a hunt. All right, now here we go. Now, full disclosure, I kind of fought this guy already, but I forgot to turn my audio on, so the fight was completely quiet. So we're gonna do another run, and the time we got wasn't that great either. It was about 4 minutes, but we also didn't get pretty unlucky. Oh yeah, there we got hit by that. We also got pretty unlucky in that run, so boom. So of course, with this build, you want to start fishing for your part breaks, and with this guy, it's on those back legs. So we actually hit him with this attacker here. Well, that spin that usually does pretty good damage, and it results in part breaks most of the time. Yeah, just like that, dude. Yep. Okay, so now we got the one part break. So now, of course, we want to jump on. We want to grab that bad boy. Oh, is that gonna hit me? Ooh. All right, so we're gonna rip this out. Let me get that, sir. Thank you. Then you wanna put your trap down. And then we're gonna go for the tail. Boom. Boom. All right, once click is active. Boom. 38. That's pretty good damage, dude. 38, 78. And now you just rinse and repeat. You want to get this other side cracked open. Oh, I missed that. It's been a while. It's been a while. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's heal. And usually Kemonos they don't usually live to tell the tale. I'm getting hit by that multiple times. Usually like twice, maybe 3 times. Depends on if you get weak spots. Like on that last hit. Like the damage difference between hitting weak spots and not getting weak spots, it's pretty whoa, what the hell? Yeah, getting weak spots and not getting weak spots is pretty. Oh my god, dude, what is going on? The wall is messing me up. Get over here, dude. Get over here. All right, let me get my meter back up. And we got a part break, nice. And it's also in a better spot. Kinda don't like him being by this wall, but we'll do it anyways. So there we go. We're gonna go for the face this time. Boom. Boom. Hopefully we get a weak spot here. We did not. Oh man. Yeah, the damage between weak spots and no weak spots is couple hundred damage, dude. It's pretty ooh. So as you can see, 2 of those and he's already on skulls. I really wish we got that weak spot, but you know, only do what you can. And this guy moves a lot. All right, so we got the last spot on his back, and once we grab that, that should be the end of this fight. Boom. Forward. Oh, you shouldn't have. Thank you. All right, bam, and that is game over. We'll take that. Oh, or not. We'll take that. Now, of course, you can. We could have probably just did the blade right there, but just for the purpose of the video, we're gonna go through the. Okay, well, just for the purpose of the video, we're gonna stick to the script. You're gonna fall in that bad boy. Boom, and bye-bye, sir. Weak spot. We got him. Didn't have the one stroke there, but we had the weak spot. So yeah, this build is pretty cool. It takes a little bit of setup, but you rarely fail hunts if you follow the same strategy. You know, you just get a part break, build your meter, jump on, rip the threads out, and then just unleash your blade. Now, of course, you can use this without using your traps, but I find with a lot of Kemono, especially like the deep volatile, the bird, sometimes they'll be down if you don't use a trap, and you'll wake them up with the first or the second hit, and then sometimes they move. They you know, they adjust, they wake up, they start flailing around, and you'll miss the 3rd hit. So I would suggest still using the traps. It'll just make your life like 10 times easier. And that is the build in a nutshell, man. Make sure you guys go out here, try to make this build. It is a human pass build, but I think this is probably the strongest human, you know, Karakuri staff build. Go out there, give this thing a shot. Come in here, farm the Soulstalker, and yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that shenanigans down below. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.